Hi everyone. The topic for today's discussion is on intergroup behavior, which is very important aspect when we talk about the behavioral science. As a HR manager or as a marketing manager or as an organizational head, you must have the clear knowledge that what are the important aspects when we talk about the group behavior. You know, organization is consist of the group, and when we further analyze, group consists of the individuals. These individuals, they are working together for a common goal. And when we talk about the group are working together with a mutual understanding to achieve a particular target. Of course, when group cohesiveness is there, when they are working very closely, then they are called as the team. And obviously, as a business manager or as a HR manager or a marketing manager, you would always like to convert your group into the team. Dear friends, today we wish to discuss that how these group play an important role when we talk about the intergroup behavior. Within the organization also, there may be several group, those are working for a common objective. Even in the production department also, when we talk about the group, unit A, unit B, unit C may have the different group, or even a particular shift may also have a different groups. So we have to understand the psyche of these group, and obviously to understand the psyche or the mindset or the performance of these group, we should be very clear about the individuals those are working within the group. Rather, it is more of a collective behavior of the people those are working in the group. Dear friends, we must have the knowledge about the personality of the people, because ultimately that personality reflects upon the group personality. Each group also may have some specific features or the characteristics. You will find there are some people, there are some group, those are bit aggressive, whereas there are some group those are more adaptive to the change or to the new development. So it's all depend upon the group and group manager as well as the group member how to handle such things. When we talk about the conflict, in the conflict also we have discussed about the intergroup conflict, intra-group conflict. So when we talk about the conflict, always you might have seen that there are certain positive, we call them the functional, or dysfunctional, called the negative impact upon the organizational group working or the organizational working. Dear friends, people always tend to perform better in the presence of others. So we must understand that while we are giving a particular task to a group, they may love to perform, they may love to complete the job within the specific time if they are being handled properly. In tourism also it so happen when we talk about the group behavior. Even in like marketing, you are looking after tourism marketing, and in tourism marketing sometime a particular group which is being looked after by northern India, or the group another group which is looking after southern India, there may be a competition, and it would reflect upon their working. And sometime it so happen the north Indian group, they are bit aggressive. Now, who are the member, this is very important, and the conditions where they are working are also very important. The timings are very important, the interdependency is also very important, task uncertainty, time or goal uncertainty, all these are important aspect when we talk about the intergroup behavior. So the very first one which we wish to discuss, the interdependency of the group. When the groups are interdependent, interdependency, for example, when we talk about the production group or the assembling group, they are interdependent. The moment the production would come, the product would come, then it will be assembled. The raw material then the processing, then the finished product. Similarly, when we talk about the service sector, in the service sector also, or in the tourism and hospitality sector, number of time we have witnessed, like hotel or in the hospitality business, there is a interdependency of the groups, like front office, room, customer care, food and beverage. All these are interrelated or interdependencies there. So the how many people have checked in, this is very important. So this is one group which is looking after the check-in of the people into the hotel. Say another person is from the food and beverage. So how many breakfast have to be prepared? This would have an interdependency with the front office. Similarly, when we talk about the tourism and travel, in tourism business, as a guide or as a tour escort, my dependency is with the with the travel agents. So you might have seen that travel agent, tour operator, or hoteliers, they have a very cordial relations, because they have the interdependency. As a guide, of course, I am an individual, but me and shoppers means tourist and shopkeepers. They are the two groups. So it so happened sometime I may call a shopkeeper that the group got delayed today because of some flight delay, or because of the train delay, or they might have come after the sightseeing, it's too late. So group is there and then as a guide I have called the shopkeepers, 2 3 of my friends, those have the shops, please remain open your shop, because the group has been delayed. So the tourist wishes to buy certain things, and there are shoppers, those are interested to sell out their product as souvenir or as a mementos or other items. So there is an interdependency between the these two groups. So if this interdependency is more, then obviously it would reflect upon their good performance. So it so happened when we talk about the tourist, when they are coming to a particular place, like very popular example you might have seen, the moment the group of tourists they get down from the coach or from the bus, immediately so many rickshaw pullers would come in Agra or some other place, with an expectation that the tourist would come. So what happened? The moment the bus from Shimla is coming to ISBT, or it is coming to Mandi House in Delhi, the moment it is stopped there at Mandi House or ISBT, immediately so many auto rickshaw would come. And because these group of auto rickshaw, they have the knowledge that the group of tourists or traveler will get down to this place. So this is called the interdependency, and then obviously they would have the nice understanding. So group behavior basically depends upon the interdependency also. So as a HR manager, when you are well aware that there are 2 groups, 3 groups, and they are formal groups or the informal groups. When we talk about the interdependency, it may be a formal one, like we have discussed the example of hotel. So different departments of hotel, they have the interdependency. Secondly, non-formal, or we call the informal groups also. It sometime happened, the friend of we are studying in tourism, in Masters of Business Administration program. We have one group, and another group is again is it's there in the classroom. So sometime it so happen when one group is conveying to other group, yes, today teacher is not coming, we are bunking the class. Okay, let me see, because the group assignment has been given, and informal groups are there, those play very important role. So sometime it's the interdependency of the group, those play an important role. Or as a HR manager, you have to have the critical analysis about the relations, whether they have the formal groups or the informal groups. If the interdependency is there, then obviously there may be competition also, and there may be understanding also. And once the competition is there, cohesiveness would also be there in the group. So this is a very important factor which is called interdependency of the group. As a business manager, you must have the knowledge, or you must understand, as a HR manager, the people always believe in the reciprocal relationship. So reciprocal relationship, if you will do the good things for me, then my group will also do the same thing for you. So this phenomena play an important role, and you have to keep observe keenly observe the things, that how a group is behaving, because you have to manage two or three groups. Dear friends, the task uncertainty is also very important when we talk about the group behavior. If the task or the goal is clearly conveyed to them, that what goal you have to achieve or what is your target, then things are comparatively easy. Whereas when the task is not certain, then obviously the group would have more cohesiveness, they would have more seriousness when we talk about their job performance. It's vice versa also. Sometimes we have seen nowadays, because of the COVID-19, things are uncertain, and you will find some of the students, they are coming to the class, even the faculty members. Of course online classes are there, but they are not very regular. But in certain cases, because of the uncertainty, you will find there is a group cohesiveness. Or when we talk about the group behavior, you will find the students are ready even for the online classes, whatever the time is comfortable to a professor or a teacher. So sometime the teacher faculty member says that we'll have a class at 7 to 8 p.m. in the evening. So they are agreed upon. So the uncertainty, when we talk about the uncertainty, the SOPs stand for Standard Operating Process, or the procedure, or the protocols. Like when we talk about the COVID-19, what are the protocols are there? So generally we say that there should be a proper mask, social distancing, and so on. There are several protocols. You wash your hands, this and that. So dear friends, when we talk about the uncertainty, that also may affect the intergroup behavior. Another thing is also very important, time and goal orientation. When the goal are different, if the goal differentiation is there, then obviously it would affect the group behavior. When the goal is same, then obviously it would also affect the group working. Say for example, one group is concerned with the doubtful debtors, another one group is concerned with the sale. कंपनी सेज कि कम से कम बैड डेट्स होने चाहिए. There should be very few cases for the bad debts. Now the sales team has to be very perfect, and their working would depend that there should not be any bad debts. So they will make the payment through cash. So when we talk about the goal dependency, very interesting example, you will find that most of the time in tourism trade, when the tourists are coming, they wishes to negotiate with the sellers. Whatever the person is selling, even especially in the street vendor, when we talk about the street vendors, most of the tourists, the group, they wishes to negotiate with the street vendors. यदि 50 रुपए की चीज़ है, if there is anything which is of 50 rupees or 100 rupees, they will negotiate with the 30 rupees. This is one thing. There is another group of street vendors. They also have decided that these are the foreigners, they are the outsiders. Let us earn the maximum profit from them, because they have huge income, their buying capacity is there. So they make a special understanding among themselves that we will bargain up to this point. So when we talk about the intergroup behavior, this also may be affected with the team or the goal time and the goal orientation. Sometime what happen when market is open, say a very simple example of vegetable market. As a group of buyer, we are there to buy the fresh vegetable. Sellers wishes to sell it on the higher side with a mindset that this is the morning time. If I am not able to sell it out, I can sell it in the afternoon or in the evening. So they also charge very heavily. and here the people, they wishes to buy fresh vegetable. Now come to the example of tourism and travel. In the tourism business, during the peak season, we have witnessed in the train reservation. When you are traveling from one place to another place, hardly you will find the train reservation. Similarly, when we talk about the air flight or flight you are visiting by air, when the peak season is there, number of tourists are moving ahead, then obviously you will find the air ticket prices will shoot up. It is not with one particular one airlines, but if you refer it, domestic travel, Indigo, SpiceJet, Go Air, all their air rates will be very high. I have witnessed sometime when you are buying a air ticket from Delhi to Srinagar, Kashmir, that ticket generally costs 3,000, 4,000 or 5,000. But during summer's peak season, it is almost 20,000 plus. Similarly, when Delhi, Goa, we talk about during the November, December, especially December, and the rates are very high, and that is because of the time. So sometime time orientation is also important, and sometime it is the goal orientation. Dear friends, as a business manager, you should understand that so far as goals are concerned, goals are so far as conflicts are concerned, conflicts are they are natural phenomena, and they will exist in the group. As per classical theory or classical approach of behavioral science, goals, when we talk about the conflicts are always harmful, and as a business manager or as HR manager, I should avoid the conflict. But as per the human relation approach, it says no, conflicts are natural. Conflict, let the conflict may be there. And the modern approach says let the conflict may be there. If the conflicts would be there, then there will be a group cohesiveness. There will be cooperation among the people. Because there would be a team spirit, because they wishes to compete with the people, with the other group. So sometime group conflict would also be good once their impact is as a functional conflict, which has the positive impact. Dear friends, when we talk about the group behavior, the group climate also play an important role. And when we talk about the group climate, it related to the member psyche. Member psyche, it is related with the human aspect, with the with the HR aspect, but at the same time, when we talk about the group climate, the way leader is managing, the leadership, autocratic, democratic, or laissez-faire, what type of leader is it? And second part is the resources. What are the resources available? And if the sufficient resources are there, if the modern machines are there, if the modern equipments are there, it so happens sometime a particular group is not able to achieve the target or the goal because the other group has the fast internet access and they utilize it, and therefore they become the winner of the game because they have the wonderful website, they are able to change the website, they have the sound relation with the social media marketing company, because they are well aware that today's traveler or tourist, they wishes to take the decision through TripAdvisor or some social media play an important role, where other organization, because of the scarcity of the resources, still they are working with the traditional way of line of working. So dear friends, all these are the aspects, those are important when we talk about the intergroup behavior. As a HR manager, you should always try to have more interdependency upon the group. So therefore, there will be a positive competition between the group, and you should always try to communicate as a leader, because sometimes it so happen when there is a lack of communication, then the group may not be able to achieve its target, and there may be problem when we talk about the intergroup behavior also. So communication, leadership, all these are the aspects which can be exercised properly by a HR manager for the success of the organization. Wishing you all the best.